We're going to wait for some people to get into this live. Why is my chair so squeaky? Thank you for the first person who liked this live. I appreciate you first and foremost. Hold on. I'm not seeing the chat. Here we go. Hey, Kelly Kells. Y'all know once we get 30 people in the live, we can get started or whatever. This is an interesting one right here. It was a mess and a half. Kelly Kells, we're going to get into it. Once we get to 30 people, we will get started. Okay, go ahead and like this video. If you just got here, all of y'all here on time, so you might as well go ahead and like the video. Can y'all hear me okay? I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me okay. Let me go get some wine. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay, good. All right, so I know I missed the last episode, my bad. Y'all know I got a life, okay? But I appreciate y'all for sticking beside me. So let's get started. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. I said, hey, welcome back to my channel. Hey, y'all, I'm Jasmine W. If you are not subscribed to my channel, baby, you doing me dirty, honey. Okay, I'm not Alexis. I'm not going to keep asking you and chasing you. Okay, either you want to be with me or you don't. Either you're going to stick beside me or you won't. Okay, listen, if this is your second or third time watching my video, I don't need you saying you support Black women if you haven't subscribed to my channel, because it don't cost you nothing. But this is my Ready to Love reaction video. The reunion. Okay. The first thing I want to get into is I made a few notes. Let's get into these looks. Okay. Just for the ladies, because we honestly don't care how the men look. They all look the same. Chrysanthemum loves the bodysuit. It's giving Tina Turner. It's giving Beyonce's first album. Baby, don't nobody wear that no more. Don't nobody wear that no more. Okay, Chrysanthemum, give up the bodysuit. I'm sorry. Not that one was not cute. It's giving me auntie. Okay. It's giving me Tina Turner the Stallion, not Meg. Actually, it's giving me Meg the Stallion. Hell. Because I love Meg the Stallion so much, but the Meg the Stallion needs a new stylist, okay? And so does Chrysanthemum. No shade. I'm just saying y'all deserve better, okay? Baby, it's giving Destiny's Child vibes. I didn't like it. Alexis looked that good. Alexis, the fly, honey, was looking like a butterfly today, honey. Alexis said, "Nah, baby, I'm gonna treat this like we on the Beverly Hills or the Real Housewives reunion, honey." Alexis did not come to play with you hoes, okay? When Alexis walked into the reunion, all of the other women should have been embarrassed. I don't care. Alexis was giving, even if I couldn't even focus on the dress, honestly, because the hair was cute, the makeup was on point, the vibe of the outfit was cute. She was giving Southern Belle, and I liked it. Bzz, bzz. Okay. Best. She had my favorite look of the reunion. Amber. Now, my mama said Amber looked cute. I thought Amber looked like a child. I felt like she was trying really hard to give us goddess. I know you gave us goddess locks all season, so you really wanted to give us goddess, honey. Baby, Amber, honey, you look like you was looking like a goddess costume. And I also took a note on the last episode of Ready to Love during the finale when Amber and Chris when they met up to choose each other. This was the third time I had seen Amber in an ill-fitting dress. The gold dress that she wore that had the draping at the bottom in the last episode, like the finale episode, did not fit her well. If you are walking and we can almost see your cootie cat, your dress don't fit. That was not a cootie cat exposing dress. So that dress didn't fit. The dress that she wore in her interviews on the first episode didn't fit. The dress I think she wore to the first, time that we came to, that the first time that she met everybody at the mixer didn't fit. None of her dresses fit. And now she's dressing up. It was giving Egyptian costume. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Stacy had on a sequin dress. Baby, it's giving homecoming, not even prom. It's giving graduation dinner. No. I thought Amber wanted Chris to see the cootie cat. I guess she's trying to entice him with the cootie cat out, I guess. Anyway, Bernicia. Now we have gone back and forth on Bernicia's style throughout the entire season. I thought Bernicia looked gorgeous. What up, Jada? What up, Monique King? What up, Tasha CPA? I thought Bernicia, I just really like Bernicia. I think Bernicia takes a lot of risks when it comes to her fashion, and sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. I liked Bernicia's green dress because I thought it looked good on her skin tone. And it's not a dress that I would wear, but I thought for Bernicia, it looked good. It was a great color. So yeah, I think she takes risks, and and her hair was gorgeous. She always looks put together to me, whether you like what she chose or not, And that's actually the problem that I have with some of the ladies. It's not the actual what they're wearing, is that they don't look put together. Chrysanthemum didn't look put together. Chrysanthemum, where's your scalp? Baby, Chrysanthemum, sometimes you give us part, but sometimes you Chrysanthemum was giving, girl, can we create a scalp for Chrysanthemum? Because whatever was going on up here, honey, where's your head? Anyway, and Kyra looked a hot ass mess. Kyra, girl, if you don't get it together, the only thing that was on point with Kyra was the titties today, because they looked so perfectly smooth, honey. But everything else, the lips was the same color as your dress. That does not look, Kyra's makeup in the finale or the last episode. Oh my gosh. It was a mess. Listen, call me whatever you want to call me. Call me whatever you want to call me. At the end of the day, I'm from Texas. And one thing about me is I can be very Southern and traditional. I can be. When you get to a certain age, you got to know how to put yourself together. When you get to a certain age, honey, by the time you 32, 33, 30, 29, you got to know how to do your brows. If you got to go somewhere and look presentable, you have to know how to put yourself together. And some of these That's what I love and appreciate about Vernisha. She knows how to get herself together, honey. Some of these people don't. Okay. And then all the other people. Oh, and Liz. Liz knows how to get herself together. Liz looked gorgeous as well. We're going to see more of her on the next episode. But Liz and Vernisha, to me, are the only women on this show that I've seen consistently knowing how to get themselves together. Anyway, let's get to the reunion. Number one, I just have notes in the order of the show. Vernisha's a beautician. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's why. Why did I notice that when they brought Chris back, all the women were screaming for Chris, and Uncle Tommy was like, "Here, we bringing back Chris," and all the women were like, "Yeah!" But didn't nobody like him. What y'all screaming for? Y'all ain't interested in him? Yeah! Do you want to date him? No, I'm good. Why y'all screaming then? Child, y'all hype that man up not to like him. Alexis was screaming the loudest, said Fedora. Okay. Oh my gosh. The second thing I said, Rob said that maybe, who did he say? Maybe Chris is a niche market guy. Was he talking about Chris? Maybe Chris is a niche. He's a niche market. It's not niche market. Okay. It's not niche market. It's niche. You're supposed to be a businessman. You're so smart. You're so classy. Well, you ought to know how to pronounce niche. It's giving you dumber than I thought you was. It's giving big tongue ain't that smart. But anyway, he's so smart, he dumb. Said Charity. That was funny. We were talking about Kyra. Can I just say that my mom insists that Ron's beard is fake. Do y'all think Ron's beard is fake? Thank you, Missy. Do y'all think Ron's beard is fake? I couldn't really get a good look, but my mama said that beard is not real. She said she wished she was there to just pull it off. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Jason beard look fake too. His beard painted on. Okay. We're gonna get to Ron. So did y'all see Liz watching the footage? So nephew Tommy at this point said it was a well moisturized beard. Nephew Tommy said it became the who's ready to love Kyra. And then they ran down that episode where all of the men in the room chose Kyra, including who? Including Jason. Liz was over there looking like this. Yeah, your man chose Kyra too. Yes, I know he told you that he chose you through and through every episode, and he been looking at you from the beginning. And I know he told you that you was his main thing, but he chose Kyra a few times before he chose you when you brought your titties out at the banquet. Liz was looking a mess. Baby, he didn't choose you till he saw your titties. The teeth and the beard didn't go well on Jason. Anyway, I said, here's the thing that I found a little embarrassing. Okay. Kyra at one point had all of the men choose her. How did all of them also drop you? Nephew Tommy was like, "Oh, this is the Kyra show," and she's like, but also all of them ended up dropping you too. So I hope you did some, looking inward, because Kyra needs to know this. There's a reason why all of the men were not sure about you. You got to look internally, honey. You got to look inward. It might be you. Yes, her personality, J-Dub, her personality falls flat. Falls flat. Reflection, baby. Get into it. And listen, this is a lesson that I think everybody needs to hear, is when you are not, all the way yourself, or you're scared, or you have walls up and you're not transparent. It don't matter how much Kyra got a good job. She got body, yada, 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 yada. She's beautiful face. But babe, you're not that interesting. I'm sorry. Tressa wasn't there. Okay. I don't think we have anything to follow up with Tressa on anyway. We didn't want to hear from her too much, and we didn't want to hear from the guy that tried to play her. Kyra's wigs and makeup be putting 10 years on her. Fedora, I 100% agree with you. Kyra's entire way that she puts her together ages her. So your hair's uneven. Y'all funny. Can I just say this? I've said this from the beginning, y'all. We moved into talking about Christian and Khalid. Christian is an oddball. I saw so many of y'all under my videos and on Twitter. Christian's such a cutie. Why did we send Christian home? It's because he's a mailman. We didn't send Christian home because he was a mailman. We sent Christian home because he is odd. I personally think, as we say in the South, he's missing a few bricks. I don't know why y'all can't see that. Christian, he's adorable. Khalil is probably, listen, I thought Khalil got sent home too soon. I would have liked to seen more of Khalil, because he's he seems, he just seems like he may have been an asshole. But I would love to see Khalil instead of Ron, because they both are assholes, but I think Khalil is a nicer asshole than Ron. Y'all let Ron stay, big tongue. Khalil has a traditional tongue. So I don't understand why y'all sent him home. I didn't think Khalil was that weird. I think Khalil is a introverted asshole. And let me tell y'all something. I got paid to read people for many years. Khalil is an introverted a-hole. Ron is an extroverted a-hole. And Chris was probably he looked like he may have failed a grade. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause y'all ain't gonna get me canceled from trying to speak my truth and my expertise. Anyway, this is how I also know that Khalil is an introverted asshole. Introverted men love to go for women that are feisty. They do. And Ida's a feisty one. Yeah. Ida, I don't have a problem with Ida. I just think that Ida can, like, she doesn't have a lot of tact. I think that it is a skill. And a lot of women who watch my YouTube and follow me on Instagram have this skill. And I love meeting. I just met so many Black women and so many women when I was in San Francisco doing comedy. We have a skill to where and this is why, just to go off on a tangent really quickly, is why I have a problem with when people say that Black women aren't feminine or Black women have attitude problems or whatever the case, whatever rhetoric they try to push around us, because Black women, we are the epitome of femininity. We know how to get you together, but still be beautiful and classy and fun to be around. We know when we need to get your ass all the way together. And we might have to yell and scream as well. Sometimes we have to, okay? Because you're not going to run over us. But we also know how to smile and meet the family and just be beautiful and elegant. And it's a skill. And Ida does not have that skill. Tabitha Brown, okay? Refined and feisty. I love it, Fedora. Yes, we do. Ida, she needs to work on refinement. Because she's just a lot, it's like, ooh, girl, calm down. But introverted guys like that. I happen to be married to an introverted person, and I think sometimes people be like, oh, what's your husband like? He mind his business, okay? And I baby, if me and my husband out to dinner and he didn't get what he was supposed to get, excuse me. Hi. Yes. I'm the one, baby, we're going to get my baby food right. That's on period. Okay. He might not say nothing, but I'm right there. Excuse me. Yes. I don't believe. Yeah. We're going to get it right. Okay. Anyway, back on the reunion. Back to the reunion. Let's move on to Ron. Ron hates women. Ron is giving me Kevin Samuels. Yeah. I think that Ron believes don't eat sent back food. If it ain't right, we're gonna get it right. I believe that Ron doesn't value women the way that he should, because if you valued a woman, you wouldn't sit down and tell her you can't do nothing for me, because when you value women, you know what they can do for you. And even if you don't know the woman that you're sitting across from, you know that she brings value. You may not know what it is yet, and the value may or may not be for you. But he's giving me problematic. Yeah, he's a liar. What? Yeah, I don't like him. I love the fact that Uncle Tommy said, I've never had anybody talk to any women we've ever had on the show this way. As Black men, we need to protect Black women a little bit more than that and not call them stupid or suggest that they are unintelligent. And Ron was like, well, I was talking about how she was allowing AJ to treat her. Well, there are a lot of ways to say you deserve better than that. I would have hoped that you would have chosen somebody who would have appreciated you more than AJ does, because from what I've seen, he doesn't value you. He doesn't cherish you the way that I would have if we were in a relationship. He doesn't treat women, or he didn't treat you the way I thought you ought to be treated. Not, I thought you were smarter than that. And did we all notice that Ron didn't apologize? He said, nephew Tommy says, I think that you owe an Alexis an apology. And Ron said, I'm going to take accountability for the things that I said. She jabbed me. What are you, a child? I just said, apologize to her for suggesting that she was dumb. And he couldn't do it. He never apologized. I don't think Ron was hurt because he was pursuing Chrysanthemum the entire time. How can you be hurt when you're so into somebody else? I don't understand. I think Ron had a hard time with being rejected because he thinks he deserves better. And he probably thinks he's better than Alexis. And she didn't have much to offer him. Because that's the only way you talk to somebody like that. I bet you he wouldn't have spoken to Chrysanthemum like that. We're going to get to it, We're going to get to it, Missy. Yeah, and Chrysanthemum met his mom. He didn't value Alexis. That's all that it is. Ciao. Ron also said, as he was leaving the show, I'm going to keep talking to Amber. And then lied on Amber. Said that him and Amber went on several dates. She said, no, we didn't. He said, well, a couple. She said, no, we did not. He said, well, one. Baby, you're not about to lie on me while I'm sitting right here. What the hell wrong with him? J-Dub said Tressa didn't want to come to the reunion. Okay, I don't think she did either. Ron sat up there and lied on Amber to her face and tried to get away with it. You're missing some bricks as well. You're missing some bricks too, because only a dummy would sit up here and lie to my face and think I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet. Ciao. Bye. So if y'all watch my reviews religiously, y'all will know that I had stepped out to get a glass of wine or something like that. When I came back, Jason was crying on one of the episodes because he was talking about brotherly love. I did not know what had happened to make him cry. And I realized today it was about Joelle helping him move. That, coupled with the fact that Jason said he doesn't have many people in his life who say good things about him, lets me know that Jason doesn't have many friends or relationships that he values. And I wonder why that is. But I really feel Joelle was crying, not Jason. Oh, I thought they both was. But I'm like, what? Where is Jason's friends and family? I don't have a problem with men crying, but I just wonder, why Jason doesn't have a lot of people he can rely on to uplift him or to help him out in a situation like this. Because you just met these guys. Why would any of them be helping you move? So it just makes me concerned for Jason. Actually, I hope I hope this is a real group of friends that he made. And it seems like, he hasn't made many life connections. And that makes me sad. Yeah, I don't think he has a big support system either. Jason seems like the nice kid with no friends. Yeah, it does. And, that made me really sad because Jason, he does seem like he would be a good friend. So the fact that he doesn't have many, at his age, it's just it sucks. Making friends isn't easy though. It's really not, especially as you get older, it's not easy. But it made me sad for him. But anyway, let's move on to, the trio, the love triangle. Kyra didn't choose AJ, but she was looking salty when we watched the clip of AJ kissing Alexis. We found out later why she was looking salty. I also wrote down, real friends are hard to find, J-Dub. You're right. I also wrote down that AJ is very intelligent. He is. I think AJ has excellent emotional intelligence. Which makes it very, let me tell y'all something. When people have high EQ, it makes it very easy for them to be players because they play off of your emotions. I'm sure that Jason is a player and he's very good at it. He's very smart. We saw him play the piano last episode. We saw his mother, who's extremely intelligent. Jason's a smart guy. And while I'm not sure about AJ's love life, because even his mama called him out and said, "You be playing games. So is this real or what is this?" I mean AJ. Sorry, I'm not saying Jason. I mean AJ. I'm talking about AJ. I'm talking about AJ. My bad. I'm talking about AJ. Yeah, I think yeah, we saw AJ's mom said, "You be playing games, so what's up?" I think yeah, I'm just, I'm impressed by AJ's word choice, because when nephew Tommy asked AJ, "Why did you kiss Alexis and then go and choose Kyra?" He said, "The same way that everybody else kissed somebody and went and chose somebody else." I know that's right. And then AJ also said, when nephew Tommy asked him, "Why did you choose Kyra?" AJ said, "She was my choice." Get Uncle Tommy together, honey. That being said, I have some more notes before I summarize this. Kyra never chose AJ, ever. AJ do got all the answers, Gamora. I said, when Kyra said that she didn't choose AJ because she feels like when she chooses somebody, she's down for them, I felt like that was an excuse. This show isn't about choosing somebody that you're in love with. Hell, this show isn't even about leaving in a committed relationship. This show is about making a conscious effort to be in a relationship or to pursue a relationship with this person. Yeah, the show's called Ready to Love. None of them were in love. None of them left in a committed relationship that we are for sure of, based on the finale. Nobody said, "Will you be my girlfriend? Will you be my boyfriend? Will you commit to me? I want to be your man." Nobody said that. Not Amber and Chris, not even Liz and Jason. So when you say that when you choose somebody, you're going to choose them, you're going to commit, I'm going to be down for you. Y'all aren't getting married. This is just, do you want to continue dating or not? And the fact that you never chose him, at some point, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt anybody's ego, but especially a man's. You're not going to keep giving me the runaround, especially after AJ chose you. Ready for Insta blow up. Like, babe, somebody is only going to chase you so far. You was not going to get married. Vernisha and Joel, we're going to get into it next episode. Here's the thing. Now going to Alexis. Alexis said she DM'd AJ on her birthday. How many times are you going to let a man reject you? How many times are you going to let this man tell you that he don't want to be with you? Alexis, you need to work on your self-esteem. Baby, I know a fly keep landing on your foot. You can shoo a fly away. It keep coming back, honey. I guess Alexis is a fly for real, honey. She got fly in her DNA. Because how many times are you going to let this man tell you he don't want to be with your ass? 50-11 times, said Tina. I know. You DM'd him. If it wasn't for your DM, he would not have reached out to you. You caught him in a vulnerable moment. You caught AJ in a moment where his self-esteem was shot because Kyra hadn't chosen him. So you know what? He needed a self-esteem boost. So he said, let me take you out for your birthday so you can raise my self-esteem, because I know when we go out, you're going to be complimenting me. You're going to be all on my nuts. I'm gonna shave my head freshly bald. I'm gonna put my beard oil on. I'm gonna be tall as hell because I'm always tall. I'm gonna be smelling good, looking good, and the fly gonna be all over my ass like I'm a hot dog at a picnic. She gonna be over me like I'm a baked beans. She gonna be all over me like I'm a ice cream in the park, bitch. And she was. But guess what? You not his number one. You ain't even his number two. And he don't want you, Alexis. What's wrong with you? I need you to look in the mirror, honey. Alexis said, I DM'd him and asked him, was this real? I need to know if this was the real thing. Or if you was just playing me, giving me the run around, giving me the buzz around. And AJ was like, yeah, this was real. Nothing, I know we were on a show, but this was the real thing between you and I. It was a hard decision between you and Kyra. And I let my walls down. Baby, you just say you want to give him the draws and you don't care who he with. Babe, just go ahead and let him put it on you. Damn. So you can get over it. You let your walls down, let your draws down. Because I'm tired of watching you do this. Listen, y'all, it's 2021. If you just want to, if you trying to see what that thing do, honey, just go see what it do. It's 2021. She did. Gamora, she basically begged him to take her out because she's trying to see what that D do. Girl, just let him put it on you real quick and move on. Damn. I asked my mom, I said, Mom, what do you think about AJ and Alexis going on a date? My mom said, I don't see a problem with it. He wasn't in a committed relationship. Kyra didn't choose him. So when she didn't choose him, when she didn't say she wanted to work on something with him explicitly, she left the door open for him to date other people. I agree. It wasn't really even about AJ. I honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, if it was me, I would have a problem with AJ pursuing Alexis. I know I left the door open for you to date whoever you want, but when you went back to Alexis after you dumped her, it's kind of like y'all are sad because you going for low hanging fruit, and Alexis has low self-esteem. So if I was Kyra, I have to be honest. Just because you opened the door, I left the door open for you to go for low-hanging fruit and for her to be right there with you. It's kind of like, this is sad to me. If you would have dated other people outside of the show, I probably would. If I was Kyra, I wouldn't have had a problem with it. But the fact that you just went back to that and she allowed you to come back, it's kind of like, I don't even want to be a part of this. That's how I would have felt. But my mom said she left the door open. What's the big deal? You didn't want him and you don't want him. But my mom also said Kyra don't want to be with AJ. Regina, AJ didn't tell Alexis twice that he didn't want to be with her. He told her probably about 5 times he didn't want to be with her. He told her just now at the reunion. He told her she wasn't ready to love. On the day before she got eliminated, he told her, if I wanted to choose the safe choice, I would choose you. He said that Kyra was his number one multiple times. She continued to be rejected and continued chasing after his dirty draws. Kyra wants to be with Jason. I'm just saying, I agree with you, but Jason is no longer available. You missed out on a good thing when you were afraid to say what you wanted and who you wanted. So that's what happens, baby. Early bird gets the worm. Yeah, I think she's still mad at Jason as well. The last thing I'll say about AJ and Kyra is Vernisha was giving Kyra advice. Let me tell y'all something. Vernisha is not the type of woman you take advice from. I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I'm going to say it again. Vernisha is not the type of woman you take advice from. You know why? She's upset. She's mad about being broken up in her relationship. Just because y'all friends don't mean you take advice from her. Vernisha, she's feeling a little bruised right now because her and what's his name, Joel, didn't work out. Let your friends support you. They ain't got to give you no advice, especially when what they got ain't even working out. So, yes, Naidat, it's a biased perspective. If you and if me and my husband just got divorced, and I'm sitting with my friend and she talking about issues she having with her husband, and I'm saying, girl, you ain't got to put up with that. You ain't got to put up with that. Leave him. You deserve better than, mind your business. And that's just the truth. So don't allow people who are feeling very close to home when it comes to your situation to sway you in your decision on the things that you want to do. Stiff wearer, okay? Don't let that happen. Vernisha, I love her to death. I love Vernisha to death. However, this is not the time to be listening to Vernisha about what you ought to be doing with your love life. No shade. Gina said, I tell all my friends, don't ask me for relationship advice because I would say break up. When my friends ask me for my opinion, I try to be very level-headed. There are some things that I've had my friends tell me that they just flat out do not deserve. And it's like, you deserve better than that. Absolutely not. You deserve better than that. But most of the time, my advice is going to be date whoever you keep dates. Add another one to your roster then, because it sounds like this one probably about to get traded. So add another one. It's okay to have a little roster. You want to have a little starting 5, honey. Yeah, I'm not saying you got to sleep with any of them, baby. If you want to have a little starting 5, shoot. Because when LeBron James get hurt, we need somebody to come in or we're not going to win a championship. We're trying to get to the playoffs. How you gonna get to the playoffs if your star player hurt? Baby, you gotta have another star player. Period. Oh, I missed my freshman year roster. Baby, you better get you a little granddaddy roster. You better get you a little granddaddy roster at this point. Love Yourself says some people don't understand how many women want to date and take their time. I have when people ask a woman why they are single. I don't know what that means. Bernicia, why you typing in all caps, Elaine? Bernicia should have known when she kissed Joelle it was cringy when they played Truth or Dare. I thought Bernicia was on the show for all of the right reasons, and Joelle was there for all of the wrong reasons. That's just my opinion. I think Vernicia is a woman who feels very passionately and wants to be in love and is open to it. And I want to say kudos to Vernicia for being so open to love. It's just a shame that, you know, when you're open to love like that, you risk getting hurt, and you risk somebody, you know, not being the one for you. Yes, as soon as Joelle said he was a rapper and 56 years old, she should have been out of there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all, I made a note on Joelle too. When he went to meet Joelle's family, I said, why was he dressed like Peter Pan? He had on a brown vest and a tight ass white long sleeve shirt on. Why was you dressed like you going to shoot some bow and arrow? Joelle, I said Joelle is 56 years old. I was joking. Joelle is not old, but he is too old to be rapping. Neverland is what the outfit was given. He was dressed like a pirate. Yeah. Game of Thrones. I did a poll on my Instagram. I said, how many of you all found Joelle attractive? Out of about 2,000 votes, 25% of women said they found him attractive. 75% of women said that they did not. And most of them DM'd me and told me his outfit was trash. My mama said he had on pajama pants and a pink blazer at the finale. So, of course, I'm joking when I say Joelle is 56, but when it comes to the rap game, he is 56. And Jay-Z is 76, but he's been doing this his forever. But the rap ages are different. Mm-hmm. So he's too old to be rapping. You should already been done that. If you meet a rapper over, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. If you meet a rapper over 35, get out of my face. A few notes that I wanted to go over, a couple funny things from the finale, since I didn't do the video I wanted to touch on. Jason and Liz met each other's family. Jason sat down in front of Liz's family and said, did anybody pray? And all of them said, oh, amen. We done found a good one, Jesus. Amen. Oh, hallelujah. We found all he got to do is say pray. All he got to do is say let's pray. And y'all over here hollering and screaming. I like him already. Fedora said, I can pray and I ain't even Christian. Okay. That's a very low bar. Very low bar. Child, I said all a nigga got to do is pray in 2021. Hell, okay. I did love how excited Liz's sister was for her. That was adorable. I loved it. She was very excited for her. And that's how you should be when you think your sister may have found somebody good. But a little bit critical, but also very excited for them. Jason walked into the meeting with the family, said, "Let's pray." He prayed. He took one bite of food and he left. That was the quickest meeting I think I ever seen. Listen, the overall opinion that I had about all of the family members is that they didn't even ask tough questions. Amber's and Chris's family didn't ask any tough questions. Jason and Liz's family didn't really ask tough questions. Vernicia's family did. Vernicia's family wasn't playing. Vernicia looked like Joelle's sisters. Did y'all notice that? Shalay said, "Why did Jason take his arm from around Liz when Kyra was talking?" I saw that. I think he was getting upset. And then the last note I wanted to make was, do y'all remember Kyra's mom? Oh, let's talk about KG's brothers too. But Kyra's mom was fly as hell. I was like, Kyra, how is your mom this fashionable, this fabulous? How is your mom this flawless? And you don't even know how to get yourself together. Kyra's mom was giving me Regine energy. Kyra's mom was giving me Claire Huxtable with her ass. But anyway. And I think the last thing I'll talk about is KG's family, who asked Amber. You're right. Whoever told me KG's family was critical, they were. But it's all about asking the right questions. Okay. It's all the mothers were fly, actually. Yes. Yes, Phil. KG's family did not ask the right questions. I wrote down a note. I said, you can't ask someone if they have a character flaw. That's a very dumb question. Excuse me, what's wrong with you? Tell me what people don't like about you. Maybe from my years as a recruiter, I know that when a recruiter asks you, what would you say is a challenge when it comes to working with you? I'm just up all day and all night working. I think that I send emails at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And sometimes that annoys my teammates because I'm just always working. Those are the types of answers you get. Asking what your weakness is or what a character flaw is, you're never going to get an honest answer. A recruiter trick, okay? And maybe this is something that y'all may be able to use on a date. I think it's a really great way to ask about a person's experience without directly asking them. It's tell me about a time when is the trick. Okay? It's not, what's your character flaw? That's a stupid question. Instead, you want to say, tell me about a time when you had a relationship that you really wanted to work out, but it didn't. What happened? Or tell me about a time where you really like somebody, but for some reason it didn't work out. Or tell me about a time, or I would really love to hear about a time like the very first time you fell in love. That is how you get people to open up and tell you a story. And then you can do with that information what you will. But asking somebody their character flaw is not going to get you to the answer that you want. And also asking, is this real, is also not going to get you to the answer that you want. So it just let me know that, KJ's homeboys or family are not good at asking questions. Shalay said, I hate that question. It makes you transparent and vulnerable, but it is the most honest. Yeah. And you also get, and listen, that it's still a great question because the person can choose what they want to tell you. So if you don't want to tell, if you're being asked that question, you don't want to tell too much, you can be, interviewing skills will get them every time. It will, Tracy. That's how you get somebody to open up to you. Like, tell me about the very best date you've ever been on. Stuff like that. Lady Reds. Lady Red, when Jason's mom asked Liz how she was planned on leading him without knowing that he's being led, I didn't feel like that was an indication that he's still maturing. I think that it was an indication that Jason's mom has probably been in a long-term relationship or married before. And even though men are, or traditionally, especially within our culture, Black culture, right? Men are there to lead. Because men do a lot of leading. And I'm, coming from my own personal experience, yes, my husband does lead, but very seldomly without my counsel. And we've talked about this all throughout the season. Men don't like being treated like children. So it's more of how are you going to persuade? I think that's what his mom meant. I personally thought it was, an okay question, but I think that it's a question that you don't answer around your significant other. Because again, why would I tell you how I'm going to persuade my husband while my husband's here? Well, that makes the persuading a little bit more difficult, doesn't it? I think that, as a woman, and whenever you're in a relationship with a man, or even probably two men in a relationship, especially probably two men in a relationship, men don't like being told what to do. You have to persuade them. You have to influence. It's the same thing with working in corporate America, and you work with men who think that they know everything. You might not be able to downright tell them what needs to be done, right? You might not be in a leadership position to make the decisions, but you might have influence on the business. And that is a very corporate way to talk about a relationship, but that's what I believe his mom was trying to say. How are you going to influence without being bossy while still allowing him to be the CEO? How are you going to be head of operations, the COO, when he the one who's supposed to be leading, without diminishing his ability to do his job? So I would think of it like that instead of, getting triggered by it. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Jason's mom is a church lady. The man is the man is the man. I'm PK, pastor's kid, right? The man can be as wrong as two left feet, but don't tell him. No, you have to tell him when he's wrong. I think you have to tell him when he is wrong. Here's the thing. It's the last thing I think I will say about men also is men don't know. Fill in the blank. So I think you do have to tell men when they're wrong, and you also have to tell them when they owe you an apology. 9 times out of 10. And you also have to tell them when they owe somebody else an apology. And you also have to tell them, I don't like that. And you also have to tell them, don't kiss me right there. Kiss me here. And you also have to tell them, get out of my face. Because if you don't, I promise you they don't know. They do not know. And this is not just about a marriage either. This is about my father. I still, to this day, me and my mama have to tell my daddy, no, that's not actually how that works. And this doesn't mean, and I think a lot of times men, or especially insecure men, they hear things like this and they think that it's because women think that they are like incompetent or something like that. But I think the reality is they literally don't be knowing. So a lot of the times you have to tell them. And you also have to teach them how to treat you, which why Alexis and AJ will never work out. He will never choose her because he's know that she's just sitting around waiting to be chosen. She'll take rejection after rejection and just chase him until she gets tired and weary, until she gets the D. So, you know, I think maybe even Alexis could work on some persuasive tricks, because after she works on her self-esteem, because she ain't persuading anybody. She just begging. Only one Shay. But anyway, if they are honest, they will tell you they don't know. And that is facts, Charity. That is facts. That is facts. An honest man will tell you, I didn't know. You have to tell me because I didn't know. Yeah. You know, and even as an adult, I've had to have conversations with my dad around, you know what, Dad? I'm a woman, so I can't do things that way. Or, you know what, Dad? You disappointed me when you did this. When we were at dinner and you did this or said this, that was super disappointing to me. And my dad will be like, I was only joking. I didn't know. Well, you know now. And it doesn't mean that, you know, I think any less of men in my life because they need to be told. But you have to be honest and open about you know, you have to be honest and open. J-Dub, what you begging about? So yeah. What is J-Dub talking about? Anyway, y'all, listen, I would love to chat with y'all. Somebody said do a class. Oh, I would love to. Oh, J-Dub got a channel and I don't follow J-Dub. Is that what he's talking about? Well, I'll support anybody's channel on here. Anybody's channel on here. J-Dub is easy to find, but if you have a channel on, if you have a channel and you want me to subscribe to your channel, after I publish this video or even on another one of my videos, just comment and tag your channel, please. J-Dub is easy to find because he comments a lot on my channel, which he does that for the algorithm. I appreciate it. But yeah, if you have a channel and you want me to subscribe to your channel on YouTube, just comment on one of my videos, recent videos, or comment on this video. And I will, but you have to be subscribed to me first. You have to subscribe to me, child. Some of y'all I know, a lot of y'all I know, some of y'all I don't. But anyway, I'm going to go out with my friends. I appreciate y'all for supporting my channel as always. I will be in Dallas next weekend. So the next time you guys see me go live, I will probably be live with my mom and my dad. on part 2 of the Ready to Love reunion. Charity, you know what? I'm actually working on something like that. Trust me. I love giving advice. I try to do the best that I can when it comes to it. It was my job for a really long time to give advice. So I'm working on it. I need to work harder because there's a lot of stuff I want to do that I'm slacking on. But anyway, I will be at home and my mom and dad will be joining me for Ready to Love reaction on the very last episode. They're very excited because they think that y'all have been asking about them for weeks. So yeah, just know that next week I will be live with them. And it won't be voiceover J-Dub. It'll be probably him on or off camera. I don't know which one, but we'll see. It will be fun. It will definitely be a turn up situation. My parents, if y'all think I'm nuts, my parents are crazy. Okay. So it's going to be really fun. Thank you, Gomora. I appreciate you. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all later. I know I was supposed to be doing one other show, put a ring on it, but I haven't had time to watch it. So I'm gonna try to catch up this week. Okay. All right. Bye. I'm gonna subscribe to you right now, J-Dub. You know what? I would love to be. Hold on. I missed the chat. Hold on. I would love to be a part of that 2 Love, actually, because I love Kev on stage. Yeah. But okay, I'll see y'all later.